All right, it's time for Journey's Interactive. My pizza Sabine is here. Hello, man.
Hello, Izzy. How you doing?
I'm well. How about you?
I'm all right, thank you. You know how to join the conversation on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram with Joy News on TV. All right, now Izzy, every Wednesday we bring you Tech Talk.
Yep.
Yeah, last month we had a Wi-Fi series. We're giving you some tidbits about Wi-Fi, how to get the best out of your Wi-Fi. Now, this month we're starting a series called Things to Consider When You're Buying a Computer.
Okay.
Obviously, some people are just like, okay, I just want a Mac, I want Windows, Toshiba, whatever you want. But we've got some few points to give you about things to consider when you're buying a computer. So the first one is, do you want a desktop or a laptop? Right.
Okay.
So, do I want it for gaming, or is it because I want it for work, which means that I have to take it to work? So the first question you ask, desktop or laptop, then we can move forward. Yes. So will you be mobile or will you be stationary? And obviously, if you're stationary, that means you'll get a desktop. Okay. So that's our first thing. Second one, size and screen. For a gamer, you can get a really huge laptop, which is also mobile, and use it. But if you just, want to edit also, you can also get a bigger version. So we also have 13.5 inch, we've got 15.5, the likes. So size and screen is the next thing that you choose. All right. The next one, is Intel or AMD. Now, this is your processor.
It gets complicated.
This is where it gets complicated. Now, a processor is the brain of the machine, right? If you want a fast computer that boosts up like programs in a flash, completes tasks as soon as you put them on or you start them, and it doesn't keep you waiting, which processor you will choose, Intel or AMD, right?
Okay.
For now, this is the first day of the series. We're giving you the basic. It's an introduction of the series. And we'll be, the subsequent episodes will be delving deep and zooming into the various components.
All right, so if I ask what's the difference between Intel or AMD?
I'll say wait for next week.
Okay.
All right, so Intel or AMD. Now, the next one is a RAM. This is random access memory. Now, RAM is measured in gigabytes, and this is often the case. So, as the name says, random access memory. It's just that the random access memory by having more RAM, your computer is able to keep more data close at hand rather than going into the hard and digging around the, what's this thing called? The hard drives. The next one is a hard drive, which is the most important thing, really. And also it boils down to what you want to do with your PC or your desktop.
So am I supposed to figure out all these things out before I decide to buy a computer?
I mean, things to consider. Do you want it for work, just to type, watch videos, and that's it? Or do you want it as a video editor? Do I want to edit, which means I'm going to upload software, which means it's going to be more space, meaning I have to get a larger hard drive. Yeah. But if it's just for work, files, documents, then it's okay. I need a smaller one.
Okay.
Now, the basic one, the one that people consider, that's the first thing that people consider, Windows, Mac, or Linux.
Okay.
Right. Which one are you going to choose? Usually the tech crew is just like, to go with what you're comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're comfortable with Mac. I'm comfortable with Mac, so that's what I'm going with.
But then the issue too is if you're looking at a Mac, then it has to do with cost.
It has to do with cost, Windows can is accessible to a lot of things. If it's Mac, with Windows, it's any iPhone can go into Windows, can use Windows, you can access any phone. With Mac, it gets a little bit complicated. And it's also easier if you have an iPhone, if you have a MacBook, you can just sync the two. Yeah. Linux, it's the ecosystem, the Mac, the ecosystem, waiting for my iPod's director. Linux is the last one.
The lesser known Linux.
The lesser known one. And that one is for the geeks, the tech guys, the ones who are really not trying to get into any ecosystem, the ones who don't really, I don't want to say care, but the ones that are just like, okay, you know what, it's a computer and I need it for a specific thing. So Linux. And that is it. So those are some of the things that you need to consider for when you're buying a computer.
Well, interesting. I'd love to hear more about the rest of the week and as you go into more detail, because there's some questions I have to ask, like the one I asked.
Yeah, Intel, between AMD. Yeah, and we will tell you all about it. Just follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, Joy News on TV. Also, if you have questions at home, send us a message on our Facebook page, or you can even tweet us. Now, yesterday, communication, fan milk, water, electricity went up. Yeah, cool. Now, a lot of people are just like, okay, you know, when things happen in Ghana, they always pointed to the president. And when they pointed to the president, they pointed to the former president. And it was a whole thing on Twitter. President Akufo-Addo and former president Mahama were interchanging spots on Twitter. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. Because the other one is like, hey, you think I'm going to vote for Mahama because of 9% CST tax? Yeah. And then the other one is like, you say Mahama's not an option. Mahama's not an option. You'll pay for the air you breathe. Let's go to Twitter and see what you have to say. All
right. Be there and be saying Mahama is not an option. Mahama is not an option. Before you go, realize you'll be paying for the air you breathe. Okay, Kay says, Mahama killed Ghanaians. Ronaldo is burying us. They are all trash. The 2020 elections and Kasa is just a waste of time. And Skonza says, Akufo-Addo's government has not lived up to expectation and he deserves all the slander, dragging, blasting and fierce criticisms that's going on. But once you bring Mahama in this, Nana-Addo is still better than him.
This one's from Ed Benner, who says, Lord, people really they exaggerate. Today you get light 24/7, but you say Akufo-Addo will be the most disappointing president. The person who made electricity scarce is a scam at Yara Koku says, it appears Akufo-Addo only wanted his name to be in the history book, that he too was once a president of Ghana. The guy be bomb. At Sadiq says, utility hikes, but everybody do unlooking. Under Mahama, this would have been a big topic in the media. And Nilexa says, some of you will do anything but criticize this government or hold it accountable. Always quick to say, no matter what, that this is better than voting for Mahama. You lots are part of the problem.
And then we have this one. So now airtime to tax day top. I swear, Mahama no good, but Nana-Addo today another level. But airtime, there's been tax on the airtime all this while.
All this while.
There's only actually.
But now you see,
there's been an increase.
It's now because they can see it. Yeah. When you recharge, you can see it. Yeah.
Okay. And who is this one? Says sake of 3% increment on CSC, so I should vote for Mahama. Hey, you're not serious. Okay. So, but talking about you know, increases and stuff, you know, Fan Yogo. Yesterday they announced increases in their prices, and people have been complaining about it. And then Fan Yogo comes back with this one. This really interesting creative. It says, the last time we increased our prices, Shatawale was still bandana. Azonto Ghost was a hit. Richard Olele Kinsing was still 28 years old. Oh no. And boys were running girls on BBM.
Can you imagine?
Blackberry Messenger.
Right?
And then Kwesiata was in secondary school.
Oh.
And then Apietus was still in the mix. And Alex Ferguson was manager of Manchester United. Oh, yeah. And Dubai was not in circle.
That's the one that got me.
And then the latest phone was the iPhone 5. And then finally, the strawberry was the only Fan Yogo flavor. That's a cool one.
Yeah, and it has gotten social media talking. Yeah, but you know how to continue the conversation. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram will join you on TV. And I am Apito CBD.